This is All India Radio. Colors of Life. All India Radio, in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, presents science serial Colors of Life, episode number 9, entitled Fauna of India. In our last episode, we talked about India's floral diversity. For your requirements, you can use forest product judiciously. You can also cultivate trees for making the required products. But you need to know the nature and characteristics of the plants that you're growing. And now let's listen the 9th episode of the science serial Colors of Life, entitled Fauna of India. And you know what happened that day in the forest?
Yes.
The big huge lion was standing in front of me saying, "Vasudha, keep alert, I will eat you from head to the tail."
It
was so funny.
The scene in front of the cage.
Yeah, that VIP must have turned red in anger.
Yes. Just think of his discomfort. Nothing to do. No one to punish
Yeah.
also.
I believe the guards also must have felt uneasy.
course, Amma.
Mummy, but the naughty one must have been giggling from a distance, I'm sure. It was just the situation that he desired.
Yes.
The miner calling the VIP by his first name.
That was one
Hi
funny
everybody!
incident.
Oh, an absorbing chat session, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is the laughter all about?
Papa, please just sit down right now.
Okay.
What a funny situation it is.
But
I shall
what
tell
was
Papa.
that?
You know, Papa.
No, you won't be able to describe it well. Let me tell
Papa,
Papa.
I'll tell.
No, I'll tell Papa.
I'll tell
I'll tell
Papa.
Papa.
I'll tell.
I'll tell him.
Don't start all over again. None of you are going to get the chance.
Mama.
This time, I'm going to narrate the incident.
Okay,
Mama?
right, Vasudha. You better take the responsibility.
Okay, Mama. Tell him about the red face of the VIP. He
I'm
was
feeling
blushing.
restless. Come on, tell
Yeah.
me what happened.
Actually, some VIP had gone to visit the head office of the State Forest Department at Jagdalpur.
You mean to say in Chhattisgarh?
Yes. Now, the forest people had kept some hill miners in a big enclosure inside the office complex.
Okay.
And it is no secret. And in fact, it's a point of attraction for the visiting VIP.
Oh, that's okay, but what then?
Hold your breath, Akash. As this VIP came close to the enclosure and tried to draw the attention of the birds inside,
Okay.
he heard someone distinctly calling out his name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Initially, he was so confused, there was hardly anyone who had the authority to call him by his first name.
Confused?
So
No,
annoying.
he was red.
Being a senior officer, he was really going confused. After a moment, do you know what happened?
What?
It happened again, Papa.
Oh my God.
And this time, he could spot the soul.
What
It
was that?
was one of the miners.
Oh my God. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then what did he do? Order the arrest of that miner?
Papa.
That's the fun, Papa. He could do nothing and left the place in a hurry.
Yeah,
Blushing as he
helpless.
went away.
Actually, he couldn't do anything there. I think some mischievous guard must have been behind this.
Yes.
Yes, Akash, of course. There could be no other explanation. You know, hill miners are excellent in imitating.
Yeah.
But they have to be taught to pronounce a particular name.
That's true.
Okay, tell me, Papa, is Maina the state bird of Chhattisgarh?
Yes, it is. But don't think it is only found in Chhattisgarh.
Are they in other places too, Papa?
Of course, Mano. You will find them in Kumaon division of Uttarakhand, in Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and in central India they are called Bastar Hill Myna.
And they are subspecies of the common hill miner.
Ah, yes, they are, Vasudha. But the difference among the subspecies is very little. You will find two subspecies in Andaman and Nicobar Islands also. One is the Andaman hill myna and the other is Great Nicobar hill myna.
Papa, as far as I know, there are over 1200 bird species in India.
1200?
Yeah. Now, if each species has a number of subspecies, then the total number, my goodness, it will be huge.
Huge it is, Srishti. What do you think? A big country like ours will have just a handful of bird species?
I never said that, Papa.
Okay.
But don't you feel that it is very difficult to keep a track of all these creatures?
That's why, Srishti, they have bird census every year in almost all the states.
Bird census?
Yes.
Who conducts the census, Papa?
These days, Manav, there are several voluntary organizations that take the responsibility.
Oh.
For example, in Maharashtra, you find the Maharashtra Pakshi Mitra Sangathan. In West Bengal, you have Prakriti Sansad and so on. They conduct the census and it actually helps the forest departments of the states.
So, this is the way the hill mynas in central India are counted.
Yes. Organizations under the central government also lend their help when asked by the state authorities. I remember quite well that the Zoological Survey of India did the census for Bastar Hill Myna in some of the jungles in Chhattisgarh.
You know, Papa, there was a story on Asian waterbird census in newspaper last week.
Okay.
It was conducted at Okla Bird Sanctuary on the banks of Yamuna. In Delhi, I mean. Now, during the census, they found a particular type of coot bird. I could not understand the term they used. It was like
Leucistic.
Yeah.
What a bombastic word, Papa. Must have some meaning, right?
Arey, it does have, Manav. Leucism is an abnormal plumage color caused by genetic mutation and pigmentation. Due to melanin reduction in their feathers, these birds do not have normal plumage colors. Instead, they have abnormally bright white plumage.
I just wonder how many more types of them could be out there. We are yet to discover them.
No
Yes,
doubt,
Mom.
Vasudha, no doubt. Why talk of birds only? Think of butterflies. The variety is just unending in our country.
I can tell you about one. Yeah, it's the brush-footed butterflies.
Brush-footed? Sounds strange.
Manav, the brush-footed family is the largest butterfly family in the world. There are several thousand species of them.
Several thousand, Didi?
Yeah. You know, Manav, these butterflies are of medium to large size and they can be extremely diverse in nature. In India, there are about 480 species from this family.
Wow.
Excellent,
Yeah.
Srishti, excellent.
Thank you, Papa.
And the milkweed butterflies are included in this family. But where did you get these data, Srishti? I can understand that those have been collected very recently. You are churning them out so effortlessly. Excellent.
Well, thank you. I visited the butterfly exhibition at the town hall yesterday, actually.
Okay.
The posters there are very informative.
Yeah.
So, Srishti, tell us more about butterflies.
Yeah, sure, Ma. You know, Ma, of the various butterfly habitats found in India, the Western Ghats is one of the most diversified areas. It contains a wide variety of species due to the typical ecoclimatic and geographic features.
That's true.
And what about the Nilgiri Hills? It's located in that area.
I am so glad that you mentioned Nilgiri, Ma. In the Western Ghats, maximum diversity is observed in the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve.
Oh.
Yeah. Of the 330 species recorded from the Western Ghats, 316 species have been reported from this biosphere area.
That's true, Srishti. That's true. In fact, data on butterflies in India is being collected from many, many years ago.
Right.
And Fabricius and Kramer initiated studies on Indian butterflies as early as 1775.
1775?
Yes.
So early?
Yes, and our present knowledge says that. Manav, would you please bring that brown hardbound book from my table?
Okay.
I have to consult. Can't remember the exact figure. Please.
Go,
please.
Manav.
Here I go, Papa.
Okay.
Akash, what book is that? I saw it this morning in your table.
Vasudha, it's a sort of, you can say it's an encyclopedia of butterflies.
Here it is, Papa.
Yes. Manav, yes. Give it to me. Okay, right.
Children are anxious.
Here
Tell
in
them.
this section, let me see. Yes, here it is. There are more than, 1,500 butterfly species in India now.
Wow, 1,500.
Yes.
And last week I met Shikha in the supermarket. You remember Shikha, Akash?
Shikha, oh yes, with whom you used to share your tiffin every day. Yes, you told me about her.
Yeah, I am habitual of sharing tiffins. Actually, Shikha is now working with an NGO as a project officer.
I see. And what sort of project are they doing?
I won't be able to tell you exactly what she is doing, but her work concerns the Northeast.
Okay, then she must be working for the welfare of tribal people in some northeastern state.
Could be.
Or it could be related to preserving biodiversity also. Actually, a lot of NGOs are working in this field.
Oh,
And do you know, she has to regularly visit that region.
Ah,
You know, that day when I met her, she was wearing a sari.
okay.
And the sari was dotted with pictures of butterflies
Wow.
all over.
yes.
I see.
Do you know what was the instant reaction?
What?
Everyone was looking at her sari.
Very beautiful.
Beautiful lady
I
she is.
got her, and she definitely enjoyed the attention, I think.
Probably so, Akash. She explained to me that those were the pictures of butterflies that are found in northeastern states.
I see.
I don't know whether I can get properly. I can't recall. I think she said that the northeastern region alone has about 900 species of butterflies.
900.
That's
Yes.
mind-boggling, Ma.
Sure it is. She was actually right. I can give you a very interesting comparison. Srishti, the whole of the United Kingdom contains only 56 species of butterflies.
Oh,
And now, Srishti, how does that compare with our Northeast?
that's amazing, Papa.
Yes.
Yes, butterflies are beautiful too. And it is abundant biodiversity that we have in our
Right, right.
northeast. But Akash, Shikha told me something that is very alarming.
Alarming?
Yes, my child, it is very alarming. Shikha said that the foreigners are smuggling out rare species of butterflies out of our country.
Oh, I
And
see.
they're making handsome money out of it.
Really, Papa?
Yes, Shikha was right. Actually, she told you of a great danger, Vasudha.
Is it?
Butterfly trading has become a very profitable business. And it is also true that quite a number of unscrupulous foreigners have been nabbed for this crime. Some were posing as scientists also.
But Papa, as far as I know, butterflies are very short-lived creatures. They cannot stand much stress also. So what's the use of catching butterflies from the wild? They will die and wither away eventually.
Srishti beta, these traders are clever fellows. They know how to preserve a dead butterfly for potential customers. One single butterfly can fetch up to 25,000 rupees.
Oh my
My
God.
God, Papa.
But how cruel it is. But do their governments support these kind of activities?
No government will support this trade, I suppose. But at the same time, there are no laws against butterfly trading either in most of the foreign countries. So the criminals can jolly well flee to their country and enjoy immunity.
That's bad.
Papa, I have a confusion.
Well, what is that, Manav? Go ahead.
Butterflies are very beautiful. All right, but are they important? I mean, what would happen if there were no butterflies?
Manav, I think you're forgetting all the lessons from your earlier classes.
Huh?
If you have no butterflies, then you lose a huge army of pollinators.
Oh, yes.
That means a considerable drop in pollination. Therefore, lesser amount of fruits, seeds, plants, and fewer animals and birds. You're trying to pull down the whole ecological structure, man.
Okay, I remember now, Papa. Never shall I utter a word against the butterflies in the future.
Good, very good.
Thank you.
Yes, that's like a good child.
Thank you, Mama. Mom, somebody's at the door.
Let me see who is it. Sanjay.
Hello, Auntie.
Come in. Seeing you after a long time. Where have you been?
Thank you so much. Hi, Manav. Hi, Shrishti.
Hi.
Hello, Uncle.
Hello, Sanjay. How are you?
I'm
what
good.
brings you here? I thought you forgot us.
How can that happen, Uncle? Well, I was actually busy with my exams.
Okay.
Well, that's why I could not come to see you.
Okay, you're not coming for morning walk also. Must be studying late into the night.
Well, sort of, Uncle. But you know what? I want to borrow something from you today.
And what could be that?
Your binocular.
Okay.
Remember? You carried it when we went for bird watching last winter?
Yeah, I see. You're going on another such trip, I suppose.
Not for bird watching, actually. This time, my friends and me are going to Bandhavgarh.
The Tiger Reserve. Oh, great.
Right, Shrishti. We had planned this trip much earlier. Now that exams are over, we can all make the trip. I thought your binocular would be very useful.
Okay, no problem, Sanjay, no problem. The only thing is that it has to be cleaned a bit. A layer of fungus, you know. Would it be okay if I give it to you by Sunday?
Oh, yeah, it would be okay, fine. Viewing tigers are a matter of luck, as you know, but having a good binocular increases the chances.
Right.
And you know, Srishti, this tiger reserve in Madhya Pradesh covers 32 hills with mixed forest of sal and large stretches of grasslands with bamboo groves. The forest contains a variety of animals like leopard, cheetahs, nilgais, wild dogs, black-faced langurs, but the main attraction is...
Tigers! Hello!
Yeah, I see his excitement, Sanjay. Yes, of course, the main attraction is the Indian tiger. In the inner ring of the forest, one can have a glimpse of it.
Right.
The tiger population is not that big, but still the place is very attractive for forest lovers.
Yes.
Not many tigers in India anyway. Am I right, Papa?
Well, still India holds over half the world's tiger population. According to the latest tiger census report released in 2008, the current tiger population stands at 1,411.
Right.
Who did the census, Sanjay Bhaiya?
Well, it was by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. The tigers still occur in 17 states within the Republic of India. 5 states have population in excess of 100 tigers.
Then also, Sanjay, you're wondering whether you'll catch sight of one tiger or not.
The chances would have been more had there been more tigers, isn't it, Ma?
Yes.
Whether Sanjay will be able to see one at Bandhavgarh is a different matter, Vasudha, but the numbers of tigers have certainly dwindled over the years.
The numbers keep falling, Uncle. Among other factors, poaching poses the gravest threat.
That's true.
The Wildlife Protection Society of India conducted an undercover investigation recently. They found that the trade in tiger and leopard body parts in China continues to thrive, operating without any hindrance from the Chinese government.
Really?
Yes, and this is driving India's wild tigers closer towards extinction.
That's really threatening.
Yes.
In fact, without international cooperation, it will never be easy to save a country's fauna.
But I will say, Sanjay, that despite all these problems, India still holds the best chance for saving the tiger in the wild.
I also believe so, Uncle. But, by the way, Uncle, do you know that Gaurs have made a comeback to Bandhavgarh?
Gaur? What is a gaur?
It is Indian bison, Manav. They are extremely strong and stockily built.
But Shrishti, in spite of all their strength, they became extinct in Bandhavgarh by 1998. 5 gaurs are now being translocated from Kanha National Park.
That's true. Gaur is found in different countries of South Asia and Southeast Asia. But the largest populations of gaurs are found today in India. It is the largest species of wild cattle, bigger than the African buffalo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And due to their formidable size and power, gaur have few natural enemies.
Enemies?
Yes, leopards and dhole packs occasionally attack unguarded calves or unhealthy animals. But only the tiger and saltwater crocodile have been reported to kill a full-grown adult.
Really?
Yes, in fact, Manav, on the contrary, there are several cases of tigers being killed by gaurs.
Amazing! Overpowering tigers?
Yes.
Then why did they become extinct so easily in Bandhavgarh?
That is not easy to explain, Manav. This species is generally not poached due to religious sentiments. So, the causes of this local extinction could be bovine diseases, selective predation by tigers, the small population itself, but most importantly, local migration away from the national park.
That means they were lost from the park and not extinct.
Partially true, but as I said, some might have died an unnatural death also.
Sanjay, I just wonder whether we give too much importance to our tigers.
Sounds strange, uncle. You know more than me how important they are. By the way, are you trying to tease me for my choice of Bandhavgarh?
Not at all, Sanjay, not at all. I just meant to say that another one in the cat family is relatively ignored.
You mean the lion?
Yes, Asiatic lion.
Yeah.
We call them Indian lion also. It survives in the Gir forest of Gujarat only.
Uncle, it may sound unusual, but the lions are better off than the tigers.
And how is that?
Well, in 2010, the Gujarat government reported that 411 Asiatic lions were sighted in the Gir forest. That means a rise of 52 over the last census of 2005.
Whatever the figure is, we must be careful in protecting lions.
That's true, Srishti. We all agree with you, but I feel that you have a particular concern. Tell us, what is that?
Yeah, come on, Srishti.
In fact, Papa, farmers on the periphery of the Gir forest frequently use crude and illegal electrical fences by powering them with high voltage wires.
Yeah.
These are usually intended to protect their crops from nilgai, but lions and other wildlife are also killed.
Yes, that is true. There is no doubt, Srishti, that managing the conflict between animals and humans is the most challenging task in front of the forest officers.
Really a very difficult task, as you say, Uncle. We are losing a lot of biodiversity because of human encroachments on forest lands.
I know.
With our human population increasing at such a terrible speed, there is really space for concern.
But. At this very moment, I feel the need for conserving a particular species, Sanjay.
Particular species?
And what is that, Auntie?
Homo sapiens, human being.
Auntie?
But what is the need for conserving human beings?
Hurry, Sanjay, aren't you hungry for the day? Join us on the dinner table.
Yes, please, Sanjay.
No, I should have minded the time. It's quite late now. I shall join you some other time, Auntie. Thank you so much for reminding me, but I must take your leave now. Bye, everybody.
Okay, and do not be worried. Your binocular will be ready by Sunday, okay?
Okay, thank you, Uncle. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night.
Colors of Life. You were listening to the 9th episode of the science serial jointly produced by All India Radio and Vigyan Prasar entitled Fauna of India. Script and research was by Manas Preetham Das. Concept was by Shri Anuj Sinha and Dr. T.V. Venkateswaran. This episode was directed by Sudarshan Kumar. Presented by Dr. R.S. Yadav. Recording and dubbing assistant Alka Singh. And assisted by Yagyadat Mishra. The participants were Vijay Nagyal, Mamta Malkani, Ridhima Bagga, Astha Sharma and Sushant Malhotra. Friends, please stay with us. Don't go. We must tell you about your participation. You can also associate. We will be asking you a question regarding this episode. If you have heard our program carefully, the answer was there in itself. So take out your pen and write down the question. The question for today's episode is, name the state bird of Chhattisgarh. I repeat the question, name the state bird of Chhattisgarh. 2 lucky listeners by a lucky draw sending right answer will win attractive prizes by Vigyan Prasar. So do write to us. Our postal address is Science Serial Colors of Life, care of Station Director, Post Box number 71. All India Radio, Sansad Marg, New Delhi 110001. Please write in or mail us along with your answers, your full name, address, age and profession. If you are associated with any science club, write down the total membership of your club. If you have any query, question or experience to share with us, don't hesitate to write. We will try to answer. Your views on different topics related to science, particularly on biodiversity, that's plants and animals, are most welcome. The best views expressed by listeners will also be given suitable prizes by Vigyan Prasar. We will be here again with the next episode of this science serial, Colors of Life. Same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.